Before I unveil the magic, here's the scoop. What you're about to witness is absolutely one of a kind. Nowhere else on this planet will you find this gem because it's a brainchild of yours truly. I kicked it up back on October 15, 2019. That's a good 4 years ago. This guy is now a season 4 years old, and let me tell you, it's loaded with the features that will blow your mind. We are talking instant bootloading, Arduino IDE-Compatible, support for multiple MCUs, 0 insertion 4 sockets for easy chip action, a jumper config table to cut down on those messy jumper wires and breadboarding, a dedicated MCU socket for hassle-free programming and bootloading, an onboard regulated power supply belting out different voltage, buttons for every digital input, LEDs for every digital output, potentiometers for each analog input, an LCD socket and LCD itself, 6 onboard relays, a slick motor driver, a motor voltage selection button, switch mode selection button, dedicated ground pins per GPIO and power pins, an onboard temperature sensor, a debug monitor for fault finding, an ICSP programming header, GPIO headers, a USB port for computer interface, and the kicker, every connection is configurable with the jumper config table. No messy wires or breadboard needed. Buckle up because this is about to get seriously cool. Brace yourself for the grand reveal. Feast your eyes on the ARD328T1000, a technological marvel that's about to change the game. Let's take a closer look at the incredible features packed into this beauty. Let me walk you through the incredible features I mentioned. We will start with the fact that it's Arduino IDE-Compatible. So just power it up with a 12-volt power adapter because everything on this board is not taking any power from your PC except the USB to serial chip. That's a good thing. We don't want to drain the USB socket of our PC. These two are the connectors for motor driver, relay driver, and 12-volt DC on and off switch. Okay, plug the USB cable to the PC, open the Arduino IDE, write your code. I'm gonna blink an LED on the digital pin 12, so this is my code. Then we have to configure the digital pin 12 as LED on the board. So look around the jumper config table. Here you can see that these are the pin names and these are the pin functions. It tells you where you want to connect that pin. For instance, in the case of pin 12, we can connect that to SW90, which is over here, or LED 13 over here, and C out, which means connection out. If you want to connect something different, you can do that by just putting the jumper over here. And then that pin is available on the main GPIO header. Here every pin name and functions are marked very well. And as a bonus, we got GND pins per GPIO that most of the Arduino boards lack. Finally, the relay 5, which is over here. If you want to power the high current, the high voltage devices, the relay driver and relays are on the board. All you have to do is just put the jumper on the relay. Here we're going to connect an LED to the digital pin 12, so place it over LED 13. Now the digital pin 12 is connected to LED 13 through a current limiting resistor, and everything is on board. Now we're gonna upload the code, so select the board type as Arduino Uno and select the connected port, then hit upload. It's done. Now you can see the LED is blinking. You can do the same for LCD, buttons, potentiometers, and every resource on the board. Okay, let's talk about instant bootloading. This is gonna be very interesting and very fast because we have a dedicated ZIF socket for that. Let me explain. Just upload the Arduino as an ISP sketch to the MCU, then put the target chip that you want to bootload into the bootload socket. Select your programmer type as Arduino ISP. Select the board type of your bootloader. In my case, I want to burn the Arduino Uno bootloader. Then click Burn Bootloader. That's it. In the blink of an eye, it's done. Okay, let's talk about multiple MCU support. It supports all variants of ATmega 8, ATmega 48, ATmega 88, ATmega 168, and ATmega 328. This time, I don't have all those MCUs to show you how it's gonna work on this board. Even if I have all those, we need time to explain everything in depth, so an independent tutorial is the best for you. I will do that soon. For multiple clock frequency support, I'm always planning for an update on the crystal oscillator, like a removable one. By the way, we're gonna get the best clock solution for our application. Okay, let's talk about ZIF sockets, because this is the best way to prevent chip damage and save money on buying boards. Instead of buying a development board, we only have to buy MCUs. Put it, program it, and use it on a prototyping board or PCBs. Okay, move on to the switch mode switch. Why switch mode switch? Well, we can interface the button to a microcontroller in two methods, active low and active high. And you know, we have 20 buttons on board. For instance, look at this diagram. The active low circuit sends 0 when the button is active and 1 when it's deactivated. In the case of an active high circuit, which is exactly the opposite of an active low circuit. Here you can do both methods just by flipping the SW mode switch. See, now it's in active high and now it's in active low. And this change is applied to every input button on the board. Super cool, right? Here you can see a switch similar to SW mode switch, which is used to select the motor driver output voltage. See, now it's in 12 volt mode and 6 volt mode. And you can also see the status of different power supply voltage, UART and ICSP as well. Let's talk about power supply. We have 3.3 volt, 5 volt and 12 volt power supply. Our power supply is robust, so don't worry if anything goes wrong. We have a fuse plug that will blow. This is all for today, guys. It's just an introduction to ARD328T1000. That's the name I came up with, and this guy can do many things. I will show you that soon. And made by Machine Brains, that's one of my brand names. Usually I design many things, but I never push anything into the market because I don't have that much money. If I have, then I will. I never ask anyone to subscribe to my channel, but I did back in the day. That doesn't count. This is the way to 2024. Nobody is a fucking idiot. Everybody is educated. They will know what they wanna do. Happy Xmas, Happy New Year. My name is Simon, signing off for now.
I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that